When I got to the Upstate in 1993, none of the pro-business organizations interacted with each other much, meaning the chambers from the two counties and so forth, and everything was sort of divided.
You can trace the formation of the Upstate Alliance back to an inner-city visit that Anderson, Greenville, and Spartanburg chambers did back in the late 1990s. It was to the Hampton Roads Economic Development Alliance in Virginia. What they had done was they put together 24 counties to work together collectively economic development-wise.
Somewhere around 2000, 1999, Bill Workman, who had been mayor of Greenville, he called a little meeting of a bunch of business leaders up at the Commerce Club. Might have been 25 or 30 people there. He made a pitch about regionalism and about how we needed to come together for economic development marketing purposes.
And they commissioned a study to look at how the economies of the different counties interplayed with each other. And the results of that was the 10 counties.
Our employees do not see county borders. Our clients do not see county borders. It's real important for us to have a regional vision and a regional spread for what we do, because that's how we work.
To have the Upstate Alliance and the 10 counties come together to collaborate and cooperate, along with all the businesses in the community, it was phenomenal. There were bylaws, there were committees to establish, and then there was the whole process of how we're going to fund this. We knew the impact that it could have for us on global recruiting.
The target industry initially was manufacturing and automotive, and then some health science, and that has kind of morphed into advanced manufacturing, advanced materials like plastics, chemicals, carbon fiber, and then even aerospace and logistics.
Business is a constant, what's next? What's next? So what the Alliance has to do is constantly look at its territory and say, what's next? What do we need to be doing to help this region next? And a lot of it's going to come up from the grassroots.
I have made some of the best friends I have in this organization, and the fact that we all really work well together. We compete fiercely sometimes, but we also work really well together.
We didn't realize how attractive our climate and our people were.
As a result, we put together a campaign that came to be known as the I Was Blown Away campaign. We were talking to a creative out of New York, trying to get him to come down and take a look at something. He kept rejecting the offer. Anyway, he came down, he spent about a week in Greenville, and he looked at it and says, "Man, I was blown away." And we went, "That's it." We look back the last 20, 25 years, it's a starkly different South Carolina then than it is today. So we have all stood on the shoulders of a lot of people to build ourselves to this point.
Over the last 20 years, the Upstate Alliance has done a great job in positioning our region for success in the global marketplace. We've done this through marketing and recruiting industry into our region. Many leaders in the Upstate have been key to the formation and success of the Upstate Alliance. Over the next 20 years, we're going to continue that focus, but we're also going to be diversifying our targets, looking at how we can bring talent into the region as well as bringing businesses into the region. The spirit of collaboration that we have built is going to be key in our economic success.
We never talked about the Upstate much before, and now Upstate rolls off people's lips all the time.
There's such a symbiotic relationship between our public and private entities, and we really need one another. I think the Upstate Alliance does a great job working with our public entities and our economic development groups to try to keep us all tied together so that we're looking at where we need to go in the world in order to compete, because the technology is not going to slow down.
I think our focus in the future is going to be driven to recruit talent and focus maybe even more on small business. So I think we've got to be open to the possibility that it's not just about recruiting the big fish. It's just as important that we recruit the talent and the small supporting infrastructure that those large businesses need.